Sally, you're anticipating a big uptick in the price of polished diamonds in the months ahead. What's the rationale?
That's right, Rish. We saw a sharp decline in prices. It was a disaster for the diamond industry following the COVID results. March to April, we saw generally across the whole chain of diamond production, from the miners to the diamond polishers. More than 90% of the world's diamonds are polished in Surat, an area of India. All of those factories were closed. So it was a disaster for the industry, and we saw the bottom of the market, I believe, in July. And since then, we've seen a rather steady increase, and that has been driven by demand from consumers.
So it's a supply and a demand issue. So with COVID, has it meant that people have been, in effect, not being able to go out, not being able to travel, and they've had a lot of spare cash around, and they've been buying diamonds of late?
I believe so, Rish. I guess people's discretionary income has increased as a result of COVID. When they can't travel, they're looking for alternative investments. And diamonds, I believe, are a good investment right now, because if, following the financial crisis of 2008, we saw an almost 40% spike in price because of a supply issue in the market. Polished diamonds, but we saw a huge shortage in the market, and that resulted in a 40% increase between 2009 to 2011. Since that time, we've seen generally a steady decline in prices, and diamonds haven't been this cheap in over 10 years.
Well, Sally, the thing is, sure, diamond prices can go up, but where do you sell them? Because you can only sell them to somebody like you. You don't have access to, as an individual, to the wholesale or the retail market, do you?
Well, it's true, Rish, and I do encourage my clients to never consider really diamonds as an investment opportunity, because it is difficult to get that retail price that one has paid back. It depends on, I guess, market conditions and who you bought from, what kind of retailer you bought from. And the more prestigious the brand, the greater the premium on the wholesale price you'd be paying. So there is an opportunity, I believe, to make money on a diamond if one buys now, because I do predict that diamond prices have only got one way to go. But it does depend on the price that you've paid and of course, who you can sell to. And that is an issue with diamonds. There isn't a strong secondary market to sell to.
Sally, on the retail front, though, has COVID changed the way that people shop? Because buying a diamond is such an investment, as we've been talking about. You would think you would want to go in, look at it, touch it. Are people buying online? Is that going to be something that happens because the pandemic has changed the way that we shop, essentially?
Yes, Juliana, personally, I have seen an uptick in sales, particularly in the last couple of months, because I guess people are looking to spend. They can't travel. They're looking to, spoil their loved ones. And yes, I guess online shopping and e-commerce has been huge in the last couple of months. So a lot of my colleagues in the industry have seen an uptick in volume. But what we are seeing is because of the increase in the price of rough diamonds, polished diamonds haven't yet caught up. So there is a bit of a lag effect. And there is some smart buyers are seeing an opportunity to buy at a 10-year low in prices. And I guess people are seeing an opportunity to invest well right now.
I was also reading there's been a pickup in pandemic engagement. So for anyone thinking about buying an engagement ring or something special for someone, tell us some tips on what you should look for when you're buying a diamond.
Yeah, I guess one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make when they're buying diamonds is believing that two diamonds that have the exact same certificate grade are the same thing. This is a big mistake, because no two diamonds are alike. And it takes an expert to really help one understand the differences between the two stones. And generally, the cheaper of the two isn't the good buy. How to buy smart is by buying a diamond that is at the top of its grade rather than at the bottom of its grade. And a cheap diamond often fools people into thinking they're getting a bargain, but they're buying a dud stone.